And that's why you don't want to get involved in other people.
There's an incident
What the
ahead.
f was that, mate? Really?
You've got wheel damage. The lead has gone off.
G'day, gang. Welcome here to Summit Point Raceway in iRacing Rookies. Let's see if I can get out of Rookies. So see, we've had a good qualifying here. We're on pole. We're in the number 7 car in the only allowable Mazda livery for this sort of car. Try and give people plenty of space here into turn 1. And straight away we get punted. And yeah, doesn't go well.
No. Nice one, dickhead.
As you can see, I'm really happy with that, getting punted at the start there. On second view, yeah, maybe I could have done a little bit better, but I don't know. I was trying to give plenty of room there, and I got knocked into the car on the inside. But it's going to be a bit of a theme in Rookies here, but it's too late now. I have lost my shit by this stage already. And we come into this corner, and I thought we binned it there, but no, we do all right so far. So the idea of getting out of Rookies is to just keep it clean and race and stay calm. So we're trying to stay calm at the moment. Go around nicely. You can hear all manner of carnage around us on the sound effects. You can hear the thumps there. As, yeah, we find all manner of depravity around the place. Just listen to that. So the problem here is getting involved in other people's accidents. I mean, I'm good enough at creating my own accidents. I'm new at this game. I am. But staying out of other people's accidents, just look, there's one of me on the track to make accidents, and there's 12 of these other vultures out here, some of which I generally don't think want to get out of Rookies at all. Now, having a flaming livery car behind you, always a problem. Always a problem. I've seen if that flame livery's about the place, it normally means drama for me. Right, we skip forward here a little bit. Old mate in the flame livery here. A bit late on the brakes and straight up the back of the green striped Mazda there. We're keeping a watching brief at this stage, as we can see the chaos in front evolving behind Lightning McQueen here in the Rusty's car. Old mate with the flames here, I think he's going to live up to the flaming livery here as we drop a wheel on that exit of turn 3 there. As we come into this tricky section here, there's already carnage ahead, and old mate in the flaming livery goes up the outside of car number 1 this time. I think he's absolutely had enough of it at this stage, and to hell with the safety rating. And again, he gives him a little physical assistance in leaving the track there. Don't think that's where the track actually goes, but nevertheless, the car is out there anyway, and the number 1 and myself pull ahead and live to fight another day. Now we're going to ride on board here with our friend in the flaming car. After applying the chrome horn earlier, we come up to a car here who's just had his own accident, and he's gone off again, and yeah, geez, that's a bit of karma, isn't it? Unfortunate that. As you can see, both our mate in the number 1 car, who was the victim of the chrome horning, and ourselves both managed to make up a couple of decisions here, and we are in fact at this stage on the podium. That was to be a little short-lived, however, as we apply a little bit of pressure on the Bucky's car in front here, and you can see he just puts a wheel wide, and that's it, we're done. He clips us, and we have an almighty accident. The front wheel comes off, and we are done. From memory, by this stage, I've just had enough. Do I quit? I can't remember. But as you can see, the car has absolutely died of death. And as we extricate ourselves from the shadow realm here, well, let's just say I wasn't happy. By the time we come out of the pits here, we're in 10th place from 3rd. And yeah, we're properly on tilt now. We completely fluff our lines through here. Hard on the grass, and that's how you rejoin people. You don't rejoin in front of people perpendicular to the racing line when there's cars approaching. I mean, that's what the relative split for is there. You know when people are coming. You can't say you don't have the tools, fam. They're there. Me, at just over a week in iRacing at this stage, I know this. There's a shunt up in front here. What's going on here? No, that's... I thought I heard a shunt. Anyway. As we cross the line here, well, 10th place is all we can salvage from what was a pole position and getting punted at the first corner. Right, we come now to the next race. We're going to quickly go through a little... the lap I put down in quali here. It was one of my better laps. I think I did eventually ended up lapping a bit quicker than this, but big shout out to Sambo Racing for the track guide. So we're looking to break between the second and the third cone there. I never did work out whether I liked first or second better around this corner. We've gone for first at this stage. And Summit Point Raceway, I really quite like it. It's technical enough and good enough for passing. So we're just going to lift there at the end of the runoff, turn in at the start of the second runoff. Try not to trail wheels into the grass here. The big boys were, well, Sambo on his guide did a 125 using the engine braking and the diff locking in first gear to turn into the corner here. And now if you get this right, you're absolutely flat on the gas for the rest of the lap here. Just trying to clip this curb on the inside here. Well, not clip it, just like brush up against it. Flirt with it, if you will. There's a big camber change on the inside of the corner there. You really want to turn in early and take advantage of that. And yeah, we're flat out here right until here. We lift off at the end of the pit lane. We turn in. We get the apex nicely here. Run nice and wide here. Track limits, yeah, a bit funny in this game, but they're more real life than you would think. And that is a 121.5 from memory and was enough for pole position. So this is the end of lap 1. We get a good run onto the main straight here. And let's see if we can deal with one or both of these gentlemen into turn 1. This is where I got most of my overtaking done, was into turn 1 here. So we put alongside the number 5 car. What is these people driving with my number? We get on the brakes nice and conservatively. We let the 5 outbrake himself and run wide. And at the end of the day, it's a nice, tidy, but easy passing manoeuvre. So really the secret with rookies, like I said, was to just keep it clean yourself and don't get off tracks. As I said, we're being cautious here. Not get the off tracks, and at the same time, don't get any 4Xs from punting people, or get punted by people. Now, I was... What the fuck was that, mate? Really? Yeah. I think that says it all.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Another pole position done. Now let's get inside the mind of the man here to see exactly what was going through his mind. I mean, we've got a good run on the Mazda in front. I know he's up my chuff here. And then there's, yeah, he just drives straight to the back of me. What the fuck was that, mate? Really? Of course, it wasn't all other players causing problems. I had a fair share of my own problems that I caused here. Again, back here at this great little racetrack. Got a real soft spot for it now. It was the first place I found my feet in rookies, but as we make it into turn 1 here, not a problem. Everyone else takes each other out in the first corner there. Well, there was a bit of contact, not really taking out. But anyway, we're away. No dramas here. Coming to this tricky turn 3. We get it pretty much right. I think we got an off track for it there. Not as much as the guy in the two-tone blue car there. That was our old mate running wide there. Very wide. I mean, that's not the way the track goes, mate. But as you're about to see, that is the way the track goes. I think he just cuts straight over here and hops back on the track at his leisure. Which I did once as well, to be fair. And he earns himself a black flag and a drive-through stop and hold for that. See me thanking him for getting out of the way there. Well, see me? You heard me. You didn't see me at all. Anyway, we're away here and I'm thinking, wow, we finally got a little bit of a gap in the field. and we're doing okay. As the race went on, I pulled out quite a lead here, as you can see. I've got a good, what's that? Good, at least 4 or 5. I think I got it out to about 6.5 seconds on the people in front. Well, the people in front, the people behind. I mean, in front, behind, it seems to be a pretty basic concept that I should be over for motor racing. Apparently, I'm not there yet. We are still in rookies after all. But look at this, using all the track width here, getting really, really used to where the car sits on the track from the cockpit view. And just super stuff, really. Cruising up here, minding my own business, and pulling a nice gap. So here we are, 1 lap ladder. And in what can only be described as a sudden rush of shit to the brain, I'm pushing for a fast lap for some reason, and I spin. No problems, you say, Wally. You got 6 seconds. Well, I pull off the track here, and then I get on the gas, I lose it again. And, yeah. It's not gone well, has it? Rightio, so here we are, trying again. So you've got a guy behind there. See, obviously he's been punished there. And further punished for running. Everyone knows that Castrol livery is a Toyota livery. Again, he gets punished by the stewards for that, and for the use of the of his spore drive there, blinking around like he's the frickin' Starship Discovery. Anyway, we're outside here into turn 1, and we're going to be eminently cautious here. We've learnt our lesson finally, but it pays off well for us. We take a nice wide line, we carry the corner speed through, drive to the strengths of the car, i.e. keeping up the momentum, and we do well. Bit worried here coming into turn 3, but old mate in the black and gold livery gives us some space. That guy, though, not aware of the space concept, and finds himself in the kitty litter, fossicking around with the other cat turds there. You know, we get a good turn into the technical section here, and my experience tells me from this that if I drive 95%, I can't drive 90%. If I drive 90%, my rhythm's gone and I end up binning it. If I drive 95% from here on in, I've got the pace on most of the people on this bracket. There we go. I do love this roll cam view here. So we turn in for this last corner here, finding the apex, getting on the throttle nice and early, running nice and wide, and beautifully through. And it is us and old mate in the Bumblebee-esque livery behind us here. And Castrol behind us there in the Toyota livery, yet to serve his penalty, but he'll get done. I jumped the start myself once. I thought I'd be smart and drop the clutch instead of just whacking into gear like everyone else does off the line, and yeah, turns out I didn't have the clutch fully depressed, and I got myself a drive through for it. Fast forward now to the final lap. As you can see, old mate there on the stand flapping for his heart's content. We have, well, for this division anyway, in an 11 lap race, a huge lead, a huge ginormous lead. You can see I did get a lot of, still haven't quite sussed the brake pedal yet. I get quite a fair bit of wander under ABS there into the, if I over brake into that last corner, but I was dialed in this race. I think I got nearly, I think I got 0.5 safety rating out of this race, which was really quite good. TV cameras there, just sort of switching from view to view, but yeah, you get a really good view of this corner from here. This section here, it's all first gear, and from the apex of this corner here, you're literally on the gas. If you get it right, fully on the gas from here right through. I think I've given it a couple little cautionary lifts through here. You can really see the rotation of the car well. I've fallen in love with this little beast. I really have. I used to love my little Opel Kadett or Gemini on Forza. As the first car I really fell in love with. You got no choice but to race this, really, other than the open wheelers, which I have had some success with. But this was my first win in iRacing. And across the line we come here. And, I mean, you can't hear me when I'm pretty fucking happy at this stage. And I am at one good performance now away from getting out of this rookie category and getting my D license. in week 12, just in time for week 13, and therefore week 1 of season 4 to start my D-license campaign, as tradition follows, probably in the Ferrari Challenge. So here we are, pole position again. Not the best start this time, but like I said, it's a bit random. Heading down to turn 1 here. Pay attention to car number 4 on the outside here. I've wised up here. I need one good result, safety rating wise, to get out of rookies. I reckon that is the big tip. Everyone tells you it, but I couldn't bring myself to start from the pit lane or start at the back and not qualify. For me, this was the way to do it. Was get out the front, and then the only mistakes that you had to worry about were your own. But is it car number 4 we're paying attention to? Oh, no. I'll point it out later. I think I pointed out on comms during the race. Anyway, you can hear the standard crashes going on behind here as we come through the little technical section here with this long right-hander, double apex, just goes forever. And then we're on the gas down here down the start-finish straight. Oh, there we go. It is car number 4. Old mate runs wide there. And that leaves 2 of us already. There's another one running wide, launching himself into the shadow room.
What are you fucking doing?
Okay.
You can't come on the track like that.
Well, we're going to go quick have a look at that. Right, so Joshua here has his own accident, puts the brakes on where he shouldn't. And then Lior here, already up behind someone else, giving him a bit of a nudge there. And old mate's already quit out of the game here, and he's just rolling straight onto the track.
What are you fucking doing? You fucking...
Yeah. So yeah, that is pretty much rookies for you in a nutshell. You have your people that are generally learning the game, people that want to play the game but perhaps run out of talent more regularly than others. So we're sporting the number 1 here. We're well and truly starting to hit our straps after a run of good results. And there's also the genuine griefers down here whose safety ratings are so abominable that they're obviously just constantly cutting the track or constantly getting themselves the big 4X for running into people. At this stage here, we've worked out that Jacob here, or Jacob, shout out to Jacob by the way, is quicker than us. Or quicker than I'm willing to push things at this stage. I'm really keen to keep this race clean. And garner I think I need 0.2 safety rating out of this race to get my D license. And it's about this stage here I decide that discretion is the better part of valor. I don't get a great run through here, miss the apex, run a bit wide. And I just give him the place. He's right behind me. He's going to take it. I lifted about here.
Take it, mate.
Brake nice and early. I'm pretty sure I'm quick enough than the guy behind. And we'll let Jacob take...
Take your own indeed. You can have the position. Just don't drop it.
There's me telling him not to drop it in front of me. Which was the only thing I was worried about. But after he's good racing through the 2 laps we were there, through the middle section and avoiding the carnage, I was confident that he wasn't going to drop it in front of me. And it turns out I was right. I was able to sit this half a second behind him, or second to half a second behind him for most of the race. We just minded our own business here, cleared off from the desperates and the griefers behind us. You can see we got a huge gap now behind us, and kept out of each other's way, and ground up some nice safety rating for both of us. I had 2 off tracks. I'm not sure what Jacob got, but I really didn't see him put a foot wrong the whole race. And we crossed the line. And we did it, Reddit.
Well done, Jacob. Complete race, mate.
Thanks, mate. You too, man.
And there. 2 people in rookies actually communicating with each other and doing the right thing. Here's me cheesing the shit out of the system and taking the last lap all the way to the pits. I mean, remember, this is still counted as a live lap as far as safety rating is concerned. Well, as far as I've read anyway. Of course, I'm an expert of a whole 10 days on this game. So I'm only reporting what more experty experts than I have experted about this game. But yeah, we take it round, we don't drop it, and we get back to the pits. And we are rewarded with our D license. So that is it for today's iRacing Rookies experience and all. I'm really enjoying iRacing. I like the handling model, I like the force feedback. I've really enjoyed this track in particular, and as the track of my first Triumph now, will always hold a soft spot for me in my iRacing heart. If you enjoyed the video at any point, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more. I mean, it's just gaming content. I expect it'll be iRacing content for the foreseeable future, but my name's Waylens. Thank you all so much for watching, and catch you next time.